you opened your eyes this morning, and before your feet even touched the floor, the weight of the workday was already waiting for you, the deadline that has been following you for days, the manager whose name immediately creates tension in your body, the coworker you do not know how to face anymore, the responsibility you are no longer sure you have the strength to carry. Maybe you are listening while getting dressed, moving more slowly than usual because part of you does not want the morning to continue. Maybe you are standing in the kitchen with a cup of coffee growing cold in your hands, wondering how you are supposed to find enough energy to do this again. Or perhaps you are already sitting in your car. The building is right in front of you. People are walking through the entrance. The clock is moving, but your hands are still resting on the steering wheel because you are trying to gather enough strength to open the door. And somewhere inside, a quiet voice is saying, I cannot do this today. God is not waiting for you somewhere far away from the pressure. He is here with you now, present in the moment when you are trying to take one more breath before stepping outside. He sees how tired you are, and He is not disappointed in you for feeling this way. Maybe you feel ashamed because you think you should be more grateful. You have responsibilities. Other people depend on you. Perhaps you have reminded yourself that many people would be thankful for the opportunity you are struggling to face. And that may be true, but gratitude does not erase exhaustion. You can be thankful for your income and still feel overwhelmed by your workplace. You can appreciate the opportunity and still admit that the pressure has become too heavy. You can understand your responsibilities and still feel tired of carrying them. Feeling exhausted does not make you lazy. Feeling anxious before work does not make you weak. Admitting that something is hurting you does not mean you have failed. You are human, you have limits, and you were never created to live under constant pressure without rest, peace, or support. Maybe your workday begins long before you arrive. Your mind starts preparing for problems while you are still at home. You imagine what might go wrong. You rehearse what you will say. You check your phone and see a message that immediately tightens your chest. Before the day has even started, you have already lived through it several times in your mind. That is what anxiety does. It brings the meeting into the bedroom. It brings the deadline into the kitchen. It brings the difficult person into the car before you have even seen them. Your body may still be at home, but your mind has already entered the workplace. And by the time you finally arrive, you are already tired. They see you answering the phone, completing the task, attending the meeting, caring for the patient, teaching the class, serving the customer, managing the team, but they do not see what happens inside you. They do not see how long it takes to recover from one harsh conversation. They do not see you sitting alone during lunch, because you need a few minutes where no one is asking anything from you. They do not see the tears you hold back until you can find somewhere private. They do not see the way you carry work home in your mind, replaying every mistake and wondering whether you said the wrong thing. They do not see how difficult it has become to rest, because your thoughts never truly clock out. But God sees it. He sees the effort behind what everyone else calls ordinary. He sees how much courage it sometimes takes for you simply to arrive. He knows which part of the day makes you anxious. He knows the conversation you are afraid to have. He knows the pressure you have not told anyone about. He knows whether you feel overlooked, blamed, undervalued, or overworked. He knows whether this is only a difficult season or whether something deeper has been slowly wearing you down. And you do not have to hide any of it from Him. You do not have to begin this day with a polished prayer. You do not have to pretend that you feel confident. You can tell God the truth, Lord. I do not want to go in. I am tired of feeling this way. I do not know how much longer I can keep doing this. God is not offended by honest prayer. He already knows what you feel before you find the courage to say it. Sometimes faith does not begin with declaring that everything is wonderful. Sometimes faith begins by finally admitting that it is not. God can meet you in that honesty. He can meet you before the situation changes. He can meet you before the difficult person becomes easier. He can meet you before the workload becomes lighter. He can meet you before you know what your next career step should be. Perhaps nothing about the workplace will change immediately today. The meeting may still happen. The manager may still be demanding. The workload may still be heavy. The answer you need may not arrive this morning, but you do not need every problem to disappear before God can give you peace. You need enough peace for the next moment, enough strength to leave the car, enough clarity to complete the first task, enough wisdom to respond without allowing someone else's behavior to control yours, enough patience to pause before reacting, enough grace to remember that one difficult day does not define your entire life. You do not have to solve your whole career today. You do not have to carry the entire week this morning. You do not have to predict every possible problem before you enter the building. You only need to take the next step. Maybe the next step is getting out of bed. Maybe it is taking a shower. Maybe it is driving to work. Maybe it is opening the car door. Maybe it is walking through the entrance. Maybe it is turning on the computer. Maybe it is answering the first email. Maybe it is taking one slow breath before the meeting begins. Sometimes courage is not dramatic. Sometimes courage is simply opening the door and taking the next step while your heart is still afraid. And today's victory may not look impressive to anyone else. It may not be a promotion. It may not be praise from your manager. It may not be finishing every task on your list. Today's victory may simply be keeping your peace when someone tries to pull you into conflict. It may be refusing to speak cruelly to yourself after a mistake. It may be asking for help instead of pretending you can carry everything alone. It may be completing what you reasonably can and allowing the unfinished work to wait. It may be leaving the pressure at work when the day is over. It may be returning home with enough of yourself left to be present with the people you love. That matters. Your peace matters. Your health matters. Your heart matters. God cares about more than what you produce. He cares about the person carrying the responsibility. He does not only meet you in church. He does not remain behind when you leave your place of prayer. He goes with you into the office, into the hospital, into the classroom, into the store, into the factory, into the warehouse, into the restaurant, into the construction site, into every ordinary place where you are trying to remain faithful while carrying more than people can see. The same God who hears you in the quiet of your home can steady you during the meeting. The same God who comforts you in private can give you wisdom when pressure rises in public. The same God who sees your tears can help you choose your words carefully when someone tests your patience. You are not leaving His presence when you walk into work. His presence goes with you, and that does not mean you must pretend everything is fine. It means you can enter the day knowing that the weight of it does not rest entirely on your shoulders. You do not have to control every outcome. You do not have to manage every person's opinion of you. You do not have to perform perfectly to deserve peace. You can work faithfully without expecting yourself to be limitless. You can care about your responsibilities without allowing them to consume your entire identity. You can make a mistake and still be worthy of grace. You can feel tired and still take one more step. Maybe you cannot change your job today. Maybe you do not yet know what the next chapter should be. Maybe financial responsibilities mean you must remain where you are for now. But this moment is not your entire future. This difficult season is not the whole story of your life. You may not see a way forward yet, but God is not limited by what you can currently see. He can guide you while you remain. He can strengthen you while you wait. He can begin opening another path before you even recognize that it is forming. For now, you only need enough grace for today, not enough strength for the next 5 years, not enough strength for every possible challenge, just enough for this morning, enough to breathe, enough to rise, enough to walk through the door, enough to trust that when you enter, you will not enter alone. So take another slow breath. Release the day you have already imagined in your mind. The meeting has not happened yet. The conversation has not happened yet. The mistake you fear has not happened yet. Do not suffer the entire day before it begins. Come back to this moment. Right here, right now, God is with you here. He sees you sitting in the car. He sees you standing in the kitchen. He sees you preparing your uniform. He sees you checking the time and wishing it would slow down. And He is not asking you to become fearless before you move. He is asking you to take the next step with Him. When you walk through those doors, His presence goes with you. When the pressure rises, His wisdom remains available. When your strength feels small, His grace remains sufficient. When you do not know what to say, you can pause and ask Him for the right words. When you feel yourself becoming overwhelmed, you can return to one simple truth. I am not facing this alone. You may feel as though you cannot do this today, but you are not being asked to do it by yourself. Stay here for a little longer, because before you enter that workplace, we are going to remember how God can protect your peace, guide your words, and remain close to you in every difficult moment ahead. When you walk into work today, the pressure may be waiting for you, but so is the presence of God. He is not limited to quiet rooms, Sunday services. He is present beneath fluorescent lights, present in crowded hallways, present beside the hospital bed, present behind the counter, present on the factory floor, present in the classroom, the kitchen, the office, and the vehicle you drive for work. There is no part of your day that falls outside His reach. You may not feel anything unusual when you enter the building. The atmosphere may remain tense. The workload may still be waiting on your desk. The same people may speak to you in the same difficult ways, but God's presence does not depend on the atmosphere around you. He remains near even when the room feels cold. He remains steady even when everyone else seems impatient, and He can give you what the situation demands without asking you to carry the entire day in your own strength. You may need wisdom today more than you need confidence. There may be a conversation where every word matters, a decision where the right answer is not obvious, a problem no one has been able to solve, a moment when someone tests your patience and you feel an immediate desire to defend yourself. James 1-5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault." You do not have to know everything before the day begins. You only need to know where to turn when you do not know what to do. Wisdom may come as the right words. It may be the clarity to ask another question before making a decision. It may be the humility to admit that you need help. It may be the courage to say no to something unreasonable. Or it may be the discernment to recognize that the problem does not belong entirely to you. Not every emergency is yours to solve. Not every mistake is yours to accept blame for. Not every person's frustration must become your burden. You can be responsible without carrying responsibility for everything. That distinction matters, because when you are anxious, you may begin taking ownership of every problem around you. If a coworker is upset, you assume you caused it. If a manager sounds disappointed, you immediately question your worth. If a project goes wrong, you've reflected. That wisdom allows you to respond to what is truly yours without absorbing what belongs. Before you answer the difficult email, pause. Before you respond to the sharp tone, pause. Before you agree to another responsibility because you are afraid of disappointing someone, pause. One quiet moment with God can protect you from a reaction you would later regret. You do not need a long prayer. Sometimes all you need is, "Lord, give me wisdom, help me speak with grace. Show me what is mine to carry. Keep me from reacting out of fear." God can meet you in a prayer no one else hears. You can speak to Him silently during a meeting. You can ask for peace while someone else is talking. You can take one breath before responding. You can place your hand on the door before entering a difficult room. And remember, I am not going in alone. This does not mean you must allow people to treat you however they choose. Christian kindness is not weakness. Patience does not require you to accept harassment, humiliation, or unsafe treatment without seeking help. Forgiveness does not mean pretending that harmful behavior is acceptable. You can remain respectful and still speak clearly. You can be gracious and still set a boundary. There may be situations where wisdom means documenting what has happened. It may mean asking for support. It may mean speaking with a supervisor, human resources, a trusted leader, or someone qualified to help. Faith is not pretending that a serious problem does not exist. Faith brings the problem into the light and asks God for the courage to address it wisely. At the same time, not every difficult interaction requires a battle. Some comments do not deserve the power you have been giving them. Some people speak from their own stress, insecurity, or lack of self-control. Their behavior may still be wrong, but you do not have to let it determine who you become. You cannot always control the atmosphere of your workplace, but with God's help, you can protect the atmosphere within you. You can refuse to carry someone else's anger for the rest of the day. You can refuse to replay one sentence for hours. You can refuse to allow a difficult person to follow you home in your thoughts. This is not easy, but peace is not the absence of pressure. Peace is the presence of God within the pressure. It is the ability to remain grounded when the room becomes tense. It is remembering that another person's tone does not have the authority to control your spirit. It is choosing not to become cruel because someone else was cruel to you. It is deciding that one moment will not take possession of your entire day. You may need to remind yourself of this more than once. After the meeting, after the phone call, after the criticism, after the mistake, come back to the presence of God. Take a breath. Maybe what is true is that someone is unhappy, but their unhappiness does not automatically mean you failed. Maybe what is true is that the workload is heavy and you need to communicate that. Honestly, maybe what is true is that you cannot finish everything today. Clarity protects you from turning one problem into a story about your whole life. A difficult meeting is a difficult meeting. It is not proof that your future is ruined. One criticism is one person's assessment. It is not the final definition of who you are. One mistake is an event. It is not your identity. God can help you see the moment clearly instead of through the distortion of fear. And when correction is necessary, He can give you humility without shame. You can receive feedback without attacking yourself. You can apologize without calling yourself a failure. You can learn without believing you are worthless. There is a difference between conviction and condemnation. Conviction says, condemnation says, today it does not mean you must enjoy every responsibility. It means that even when people fail to recognize your effort, your integrity still matters. You can work honestly because honesty reflects who you want to be before God. You can treat people with dignity even when no one rewards you for it. You can complete an ordinary task with care, not because the task defines you, but because faithfulness can exist in ordinary places. However, working for God does not mean working without limits. Excellence is not the same as perfection. Diligence is not the same as constant exhaustion. Faithfulness is not measured by how completely you neglect yourself. You can give honest effort and still need rest. You can care about your work without allowing it to consume every part of your life. You can leave something unfinished when the time and strength available are not enough. God understands human limits. God understands this availability, so ask Him for a mind present for the task in front of you. When you are answering one email, answer that email. When you are speaking with one person, remain in that conversation. When your thoughts begin running toward everything that might go wrong, return to the next faithful action. You do not need to finish the entire day in your mind. Live it one moment at a time. And when pressure rises, remember this: God can guide your words. He can steady your hands. He can calm your breathing. He can show you when to speak and when to remain quiet. He can help you recognize what deserves your attention and what you need to release. You do not have to become the strongest person in the building. You do not have to prove that nothing affects you. You only need to remain connected to the one whose wisdom is available in every moment. So as you move through your workplace today, keep returning to one simple prayer: God, stay at the center of my thoughts, guide my words, protect my peace. Help me do what is mine to do, and release what your workplace may be demanding. But it is not beyond God's reach. The conversation may be difficult, but you do not have to enter it without wisdom. The atmosphere may feel heavy, but you do not have to let it take possession of your heart. God is with you there. In every task, in every decision, and in the next part, we will remember something the pressure of work often makes us forget. A difficult comment can stay in your mind through dinner. A mistake can replay itself while you are trying to sleep. A disappointing review can make you question years of effort, and when the pressure continues long enough, it becomes easy to confuse what happened at work with who you are. You begin to think, I am failing. I am not good enough. I should be further ahead by now. Maybe everyone else can see that I do not belong here. But listen carefully. A difficult day does not make you a failure. A mistake does not erase your ability. A manager's opinion does not become the final truth about your life. A title may describe your position, but it cannot define your worth. Your value did not begin when you received this job. It will not disappear if this job changes. If anyone hired you, praised you, criticized you, or overlooked, it is not your productivity. It is not the number of tasks you complete. It is not the position written beneath your name. And it is not the approval of the person who evaluates your work. You are more than what you produce. This is important because workplaces often measure people by results. How quickly did you finish? How much did you sell? How many people did you help? Did you meet the target? Did you respond fast enough? Did you make a mistake? They be necessary for the job, but they are not capable of measuring the full value of a human life. A performance report cannot a deadline cannot measure your courage. A salary cannot measure your faithfulness. A promotion cannot measure your character. And being overlooked does not mean that your effort was meaningless. God sees what people miss. He sees the integrity you maintained when taking a shortcut would have been easier. He sees the quiet responsibility of showing up while carrying private pain. Nothing done with honesty and love is invisible to him. But this does not mean you must prove your faithfulness by working until nothing remains of you. There is a dangerous belief that says your value increases when you become more exhausted. That rest must be earned. That saying no means you are difficult. That needing help means you are incapable. That if you were truly dedicated, you would always be available. But exhaustion is not a badge of holiness. Burnout is not proof of faithfulness. You can care deeply about your work and still have limits. You can be committed and still need rest. You can serve others without abandoning yourself. You can be responsible without becoming responsible for everything. Even Jesus stepped away from the crowds. He rested. He prayed. He did not respond to every demand at the exact moment it was presented. If the Son of God did not live as though every need had to be met immediately, you do not need to live that way either. There may be work that remains unfinished at the end of the day. There may be messages that can wait until tomorrow. There may be expectations that are unreasonable. There may be people who are disappointed when you begin protecting your time. But a healthy boundary is not an act of selfishness. Sometimes it is an act of stewardship. You are responsible for the body, mind, relationships, and life God has entrusted to you. It is not entitled to consume every part. Perhaps work has already taken too much. You arrive home, but your mind remains at the office. Your family speaks to you, but you are still replaying the day. You lie down, but your body is tense, because tomorrow has already entered your thoughts. You have physically left the building, yet emotionally you are still working. But you can begin with one small decision. You might say, Lord, I have done what I could today. What remains will have to wait. Help me leave this work here and return fully to the life outside these walls. You may need to repeat that prayer every evening. That is okay. Learning to release work is a practice. Peace often returns through small, repeated choices. Turn off the notification. Take the long breath. Change your clothes. Step outside. Give your attention to the people in front of you. Let your nervous system understand that the workday has ended. Your life deserves more than the exhausted pieces your job leaves behind. And if you have been wondering whether you should remain in this workplace, change something, or begin preparing to leave, God cares about that question. Every workplace has pressure, imperfect people, and seasons that require endurance. But not every environment is healthy. Simply because you have learned how to survive it. There is a difference between a challenging season and a pattern that is steadily damaging you, between hard work and constant exploitation, between perseverance and remaining trapped because you are afraid to take the next step. But you also do not need to ignore what your mind and body have been telling you. Ask God for honesty. Ask Him to show you what is temporary and what has become a pattern. Ask whether something can be repaired through communication, support, clearer expectations, or stronger boundaries. Ask whether fear is telling you to run too soon. And ask whether fear is also keeping you somewhere you are being led to leave. Sometimes God gives strength to remain. Sometimes He gives courage to speak. Sometimes He opens a new door. Sometimes He tells you to prepare quietly before the next opportunity appears. Guidance does not always arrive as one dramatic sign. It may begin as a growing clarity, a conversation, a wise piece of advice, a new skill you feel led to learn, a resume you finally update, a boundary you stop apologizing for, a sense that the season is changing, even before you know exactly where you are going. You do not have to abandon your responsibilities to begin preparing for a healthier future. You can pray and plan. You can trust God and take practical steps. You can remain faithful where you are while becoming ready for what may come next. And if leaving is not possible yet, ask God to protect your spirit while you remain. Ask Him to keep the workplace from becoming your entire world. Ask Him to remind you that the way people treat you is not always a reflection of who you are. Ask Him to help you separate your identity from the environment around you. You may work in a place where people do not recognize your value. That does not mean you have none. You may have been passed over. That does not mean your future has ended. You may feel stuck. That does not mean God has stopped leading you. You may not know the next step. That does not mean there is no next step. Your career is still being written. One employer does not control your whole future. One disappointing season does not cancel your purpose. One mistake does not disqualify you from growth. And one closed door does not mean every door will remain closed. But even before another opportunity comes, you can begin now. You can stop introducing yourself to your own heart through your failures. You can stop believing that rest must be justified by exhaustion. You are allowed to be a person before you are an employee. You are allowed to have a life that is not built entirely around work. You are allowed to enjoy something that produces nothing. You are allowed to be present with your family without mentally preparing for tomorrow. You are allowed to rest without calling yourself lazy. You are allowed to ask for help. He is not asking you to sacrifice your entire inner life to prove that you are dependable. He is teaching you how to work faithfully without worshiping work, how to care without carrying everything, how to serve without losing yourself, how to remain humble without accepting humiliation, how to rest without guilt, and how to remember who you are when the workplace makes you forget. You are not your last mistake. You are not the promotion you did not receive. You are not the criticism that still hurts. You are not the number on your paycheck. You are a person created and loved by God. Your life carries meaning beyond any job. Your future is larger than this workplace, and your peace is worth protecting. So before we pray, release the need to prove your worth today. You do not have to impress everyone. You do not have to perform without limits. You do not have to carry the entire workplace on your shoulders. You only need to be faithful with what is truly yours. Do the next task with care. Speak with integrity. Ask for wisdom. Set the boundary that needs to be set. Receive correction without condemning yourself. And when the workday ends, allow yourself to leave. Your job may be part of your calling in this season, but it is not your identity. God gave you work to do. He did not create you only to work. Now let us bring the pressure, the fear, the exhaustion, and every decision about your future into His presence. Let us pray. Father, before I step into this workday, I come to you exactly as I am. I do not come pretending that I feel strong. I do not come pretending that I am excited about everything ahead of me. You already know the pressure I am carrying. You know the task I have been avoiding. You know the conversation I am afraid to have. You know the person whose presence makes me tense. You know the responsibilities waiting for me and how tired I already feel before the day has even begun. So I bring you the truth, Lord. Part of me does not want to go in today. Part of me wants to turn around. Part of me needed, tired of carrying work home in my thoughts and waking up with it still on my heart. But I am here, and I am asking you to meet me here. Meet me in this car. Meet me during this commute. Meet me to carry the entire day at once. So please give me grace for the next step. Not answers for my entire future. Just enough strength to open the door. Enough peace to walk inside. Enough clarity to begin the first task. Enough courage to face the first conversation. Father, help me stop suffering through an entire day that has not begun. Bring my attention back to this moment, back to this breath, back to your presence. You are here, and because you are here, I do not have to enter this workplace alone. Go before me today. Walk with me through every hallway. Sit with me in every meeting. Stand beside me during every difficult conversation. Remain near when the pressure rises, and I feel myself becoming overwhelmed. Give me wisdom before I speak. When I am tempted to react quickly, help me pause. When someone speaks harshly, keep their words from taking control of my spirit. When I feel misunderstood, help me explain myself calmly. When I need to defend a boundary, give me courage without hostility. When I need to apologize, do not let frustration choose my tone. Do not let resentment shape my response. Help me be clear, honest, and respectful. Give me the ability to disagree without becoming cruel. Help me address problems without attacking people. Keep me from carrying one painful interaction through the rest of the day. If someone brings anger into the room, remind me that I do not have to carry it away with me. If someone is impatient, help me remember that their behavior does not determine my worth. If someone criticizes me, give me discernment to recognize what I should learn and what I should release. Protect me from turning one comment into a judgment over my entire life. A difficult moment is only a moment. One mistake is not my identity. One person's opinion is not the final truth about me. Father, when I make a mistake today, but do not allow shame to convince me that I am incapable, unwanted, or beyond growth. Teach me the difference between healthy correction and condemnation. Correction can guide me forward. Condemnation only keeps me trapped. Help me listen without attacking myself. Help me grow without hating the person I am today. Lord, I ask for a clear mind. There may be many things demanding my attention. Help me complete one task at a time. When I begin thinking about everything that remains unfinished, bring me back to what is in front of me. Protect me from distraction. Protect me from panic. Protect me from the need to rush simply because everyone around me appears hurried. Let my work be thoughtful, honest, and steady. Give me excellence without perfectionism, diligence without self-destruction, responsibility without the belief that everything depends on me. Remind me that I am responsible for what is truly mine. I am not responsible for controlling every person. I am not responsible for preventing every possible problem. I am not responsible for carrying the emotions of everyone around me. Show me what belongs to me and what must be left in your hands. Father, if I am carrying a workload that has become unreasonable, give me wisdom to communicate clearly. Help me ask for support before resentment grows. Help me admit when I do not have enough time, information, or capacity to complete something well. Remove the fear that says I must agree to every request in order to remain valuable. Teach me that a respectful no can be wiser than a resentful yes if I need help. Give me the humility to ask. If another person needs help, show me how to serve without neglecting my own responsibilities. If I am leading others, help me lead with patience, fairness, and integrity. Do not let authority make me careless with people. Help me remember that every person around me is carrying a story I cannot fully see. If I am being led by someone difficult, protect me from bitterness. Give me wisdom to respond professionally. Where the problem can be resolved through honest communication, prepare the right time and the right words. Where support is needed, protect me from believing that Christian patience requires me to suffer silently without seeking wisdom or support. Help me remain gracious without becoming unprotected. Help me forgive without removing every boundary. Help me pursue peace without pretending that serious problems do not exist. Father, protect my heart from comparison today. When someone else is praised or recognized, help me celebrate others without using their progress to condemn myself. My timeline is not theirs. My path is not theirs. And my worth is not reduced because someone else moved forward first. Remind me that my job is not my identity. My title may describe what I do, but it cannot tell me who I am. My salary cannot measure my value. My productivity cannot measure my value. A performance review cannot measure the whole of my life. The opinion of my manager cannot replace your truth. Before I produced anything, I was already loved by you. Before I earned anything, I was already seen by you. Before anyone approved or rejected me, you knew my name. Help me work from that identity today, not to prove that I deserve to exist, not to earn human approval, not to silence the fear that I am not enough. Let me work with integrity because I belong to you. Let me serve with kindness because your love has already reached me. Let me do what I can with care and release the need to impress everyone. Lord, for the person listening who feels trapped in this job, the fear of losing income, the uncertainty of beginning again, do not allow them to feel ashamed because they have not left yet. Give them strength while they remain. Protect their mind, protect their health, protect their relationships outside of work. Do not let this workplace become their entire world. And if it is time to prepare for something new, begin to guide them. Give them clarity instead of impulsiveness. Help them update the resume. Learn the skill. Make the call. Ask the question. Seek wise counsel. Recognize the opportunity. Open the right door in the right time. Do not lead them only away from something. Lead them toward what is healthier, wiser, and more aligned with the life you are building. If they are meant to remain, show them what needs to change. Perhaps the answer is a boundary, a conversation, a different schedule, a new department, more support, a change in expectations. Give them discernment to recognize what can be repaired and what has become a pattern. Do not let fear force them to leave too soon, and do not let fear keep them somewhere they are being led to move beyond. Father, remind them that an employer may be a source of income, but you remain their ultimate provider. This does not mean every financial problem will disappear immediately, but it means their future is not held entirely in the hands of one company, one manager, or one decision. Guide them toward practical help. Give them discipline with what they have. Connect them with the right resources and opportunities. Keep fear from driving them into desperate choices. For the person beginning a new job today, calm the pressure to know. Give them humility to learn. For the person facing an interview, if it is not from home, and the person working from home, help them create boundaries between labor and do not let work spread into every hour and every room. Help them begin with intention and finish with permission to stop. For the caregiver, let them know that their hidden effort is seen. Father, I also ask you to help me leave work when the workday ends. When I walk out of the building, help my mind walk out too. Do not let one unfinished task follow me through the evening. Do not let one difficult person sit at my dinner table through my thoughts. Do not let tomorrow consume the hours. Help me name what remains unfinished and accept that it can wait. Help me say, Lord, I have done what I reasonably could today. I place what remains into your hands. Teach my body how to come out of survival mode. Help me breathe more deeply. Help me be present with the people I love. Help me notice the life that exists beyond my work. Remind me that rest is not a reward for becoming completely exhausted. Protect me from worshiping productivity. Protect me from believing that busyness makes me important. Let my work support my life without consuming my life, Lord. Today's victory does not need to be dramatic. It may simply be that I kept my peace, that I completed the next task, that I responded with wisdom, that I asked for help, that I refused to carry what was not mine, that I left on time, that I came home with enough of myself remaining to love the people around me. Let that be enough for today. I do not need to solve my entire career this morning. I do not need strength for the next 5 years. I need grace for the next step. So I receive that grace now. Grace to rise, grace to enter, grace to work, grace to pause, grace to speak, grace to set boundaries, grace to make mistakes and continue, grace to rest when the day is over. I declare that my work is not my identity. I am not my title. I am not my salary. I am not my worst mistake. I am not the criticism that still hurts. I am not the promotion I did not receive. I am not the approval or rejection of another person. I am known by God. I am loved by God. I am held by God. And I will not enter this day alone. When I walk through those doors, your presence goes with me. When the pressure rises, your wisdom remains available. When my strength feels small, your grace is still enough. When I do not know what to say, I can pause and ask you. When I feel overwhelmed, I can return to you. Father, I place this workday into your hands. Every task, every meeting, every email, every student, every co-worker, every decision, every problem I already know about, and every unexpected moment I cannot prepare for. Guide me through all of it. Protect my peace without making me passive. Give me courage without making me harsh. Give me diligence without driving me into exhaustion. Give me confidence without pride. Give me humility without shame. Help me work faithfully and return home peacefully. And whatever happens today, remind me that one workday cannot define my entire life. This job is a chapter. You are the author of my whole story. I trust you with today. I trust you with what comes next. In the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen. Take one more slow breath. You may still feel tired. The building may still be in front of you. The responsibilities may still be waiting, but you do not have to carry them in the same way. You have placed this day into the hands of God. Do not carry the whole week. Take the next step. Open the door, walk inside, and remember, God is not waiting outside for you to return. His presence goes in with you. If this prayer helped you feel less alone before work, subscribe to God Meets You Here and return whenever you need strength, peace, and a quiet place to meet with God before the day begins.